What's up, and welcome back to Cleats to Whistle Podcast. I'm Brad Valdez.
I am Brandon Meredith.
I'm Dakota Waldridge.
Here we go, boy. Week 11, pick 6. Hey, juicy pick 6 this week, boys.
Tough slate.
Woo!
What hasn't it been, though?
It wasn't that hard last week.
Oh, really?
For some of us.
Yeah.
Hey,
Not like we had a 2 weeks head, trying to guess on half of that stuff.
10 days out is my best advantage, I guess.
hey,
Let's
listen.
go ahead and pick the first round. Let's go ahead and get that knocked
Hey,
out.
listen. Hey, let's start with the standings then right now.
I'm still 7 ahead. I'll take it.
Yeah, you still got a pretty good lead. You're not full blown just yet.
Yeah, I can't coast.
We
but
still got some playoffs. We still got all kinds of 6 weeks left.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
and the 5 weeks of playoffs.
Here we go. I'll put the standings right here. The boy is rolling right now, man.
Didn't roll last week.
He did not.
I went 4-4. I can't complain too much.
I went positive, so
What'd you go?
I went 5-3.
3. And then you went 3.
I won the week.
Yeah, and then you went 3 and 5.
I went
and that's
3
why
and
y'all are
5.
tied.
If
Let's
nothing else,
go.
We're consistent. We're right there with each other.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, what a start of the podcast. We're already bantering. We got a lot. Hey, 6, 7. We
It's
got
been 2 weeks. We didn't record last week.
Yeah, I missed the boys. I missed the boys, man.
If
Tired
you
of the
say it
6,
one more
7.
time, he might walk off.
I will get in my truck and go. That is the only thing. When I hear 6, 7, I think of the 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. That's the Beetlejuice, I guess, in me, but I don't know, that's the only thing I think of when I hear that.
The pack is back in the home studio, and this is going, like I said, this is going to be fun, boys. Hey, knock out that call to action, Dakota.
All right, here it is. It's very simple. Like button, hit that. Subscribe button, hit that. Why do I ask you to do that? It's really, really, really simple. Because the more you like the more you hit the like button. Yeah, I'm getting tongue-tied because I'm so excited about this. And the more you hit the subscribe button, the bigger we grow. The bigger we grow, the more schools we can reach. The more schools we reach, the more kids we can talk to. The more kids we can talk to, the more we can spotlight. The more we can spotlight. As you can tell, this is a domino effect. And just
Been 2 weeks. He's amped up.
yeah, a little bit. You get a little excited. But basically, the more you interact with us, the more we can go out and talk to more and more people. And heck, I know these guys here, we're all in the same boat. We just want to keep talking about football here in the Commonwealth and try to reach people from the mountains all the way back to the Mississippi because, heck, we're just a bunch of hicks from Louisville. Well, 2, but one adjacent. But that's besides the point. But anyway, no, please help, like, share, comment, subscribe to anybody you know that likes to talk about high school football, or would just want to know, what our picks are and put us as a highlight reel. We do not care. We rock with it.
Hey,
We were also informed that we don't know the Mississippi down there. Very much so.
hey, we tried to show face, man. We tried to show
We're
face.
trying.
Hey, from the mountains to the Mississippi, the boys are traveling.
Just sounds good.
It
Rolls
does.
off the tongue.
Alliteration. It's a beautiful thing.
I come up, hey, give me some chicken shit and I'll turn it into chicken salad, boys. One way or the other.
There we go. Listen, knock out that housekeeping real quick.
I don't know what our housekeeping is. We didn't talk about it. I've been here for an hour. I guess if I were to say our housekeeping, I don't know why you're looking at me like that. I'll come down there. Next week, we are actually going to record our dog button players of the year.
Of the year.
And that'll be 11 different players, a coach, an assistant coach, and a Doog of the year. So, 12 different players get talked about from all 3 of us, 3 different head coaches, 3 different assistant coaches. How can you not love that?
How can you not, man?
And we've got to coordinate, that stuff.
Oh, don't worry. Me and Brad have already we've sent our list back and forth. I tell Brad each and every single year, I both love and hate making these lists because I always feel like I'm leaving like 25 other dogs off each and every single time we do it.
I'll have 9 hazard bulldogs on there.
Hey, listen, also, the game of the week this week for week 11 is Atherton at North Oldham. Hey, it's going to be a juicy night out in Goshen. Make sure you get out and support get to Goshen. Hey, but get out and support your local high school football program. That's what we're about. Getting out, supporting, and really representing these young men and these coaches that dedicate, sacrifice so much time. And boys, this is the game we love, man. High school football.
It's going to be a lot of fun on Friday. I've got to go to a trunk or treat since it's Halloween night.
Oh, yeah.
I've got to go take the girls out for at least a little bit, and then I'm going to have to hightail it on out to out to Goshen.
Hey, listen, we got the top hat running over here, the propane heater. Hey, we got the vibes out there. We got the coffee shop.
It's too early for the heater.
It is too early.
It's too early.
It is. The chop had to take it. Hey, you got to take your sweater off.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be colder than what it was, honestly.
Whoa.
He got underneath the bright lights. He forgot what that heat does.
Blood gets flowing. Everything gets a little bit warmer. We know how it goes.
Like a little lizard.
As long as I don't start molting on here, I'll be fine.
Okay, listen, I also have a couple shout-outs, actually. I went to Madisonville, North Hopkins this last week, and what a night that it was. But shout-out Hunter Jennings. Hey, he's a young cat, man. He does a lot of, like, TikTok stuff. Go and find him. I'll see if I can put a picture of him right there and just go follow his TikTok. He does a lot of good stuff. And also, shout out to QB coach over there at Madisonville North Hopkins, Mike Evans. I appreciate you inviting me, inviting us down. But, hey, when you got family, you know what I mean? Sometimes the pack can't roll together.
We had senior night at Fern Creek. My wife is very involved with the football players. As
Yes,
I was
sir.
there for the past however long, whatever. But she had a player walk, they always ask a teacher to walk with them, and she was asked by somebody, so I kind of had my hands tied. I had to go to that one. Then, coincidentally enough, I showed up. One of the seniors was like, "Hey, coach, do you mind walking with me? Your name won't get called, but I want you to walk with me." And I was like, sure, whatever.
I love it, man. Hey, the effects of coaching high school football. Hey, you leave that imprint on that young man, and they're going to show you some love.
Coaching's a beautiful thing.
Hey,
It really is.
pulls your heartstrings too, right?
Sometimes. Depends on what kid asks.
Oh, listen. Hey, that was the housekeeping, and now let's get to the attaboys.
Ooh. We do it each and every single week. This time of the year, I know this is going to be weird. I'm going to give an attaboy to all the seniors.
Okay.
Because
I like that.
Because for some seniors, this Friday night is the last time they'll ever get to put on the pads. Because some haven't got to make it to the playoffs. It's a hard thing. Trust me, I was in that boat. When you take those pads off for the last time, it kind of shakes your world a little bit, because it doesn't matter if you've been doing it for 13 years or 1 year. That brotherhood you make when it's that finally you take them off. It's not like basketball where you can pick up a ball, you can get two buddies and we can play a game of 2-on-2. Once football's over, it's over. There's not a whole lot you can do after that. And so my attaboy, I'm going to give it to all the seniors, because no matter what, I was listening to a little bit of Tom Petty coming in, and it was running down a dream. For a lot of these seniors, it's time to either run down your dream or, make your dream somewhere else, because come Friday night, not everybody can leave happy. Only 6 teams at the end of this year can be happy. So, time to run down the dream. This is where you give it all you got, because there ain't nothing much more left to give at this point.
Now I see why you were a little late getting here today.
Yeah. Hey, you were enjoying the jams, man.
Jamming out Tom Petty.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm an old soul when it comes to rock and roll.
Listen, I'm going to go DeMarcus Ganaway from Owensboro. This kid is a junior, and he is an absolute stud. He threw 6 touchdowns, which is the school record at Owensboro. Hey, 13 of 19, 395. Hey, the kid is a dog. And also, I got another one that also plays for the Red Devils too. And this is Kingston Dillard. 5 catches, 192, and 3 touchdowns. Hey, let's go, fellas. That's my attaboy.
We didn't even talk about their running back either,
No,
because we were not on game.
not yet.
We were not on game with Mr. 2B Vanderbilt Commodore. But as a Tennessee Volunteer, I don't feel like I'm allowed to talk about it.
Ooh,
Yeah, no.
no, you're not.
Nah. I actually didn't have one.
Really?
So I'm going to go off the top of my head here. I do remember seeing this stat. Mr. Hudson Gum out of Glasgow was like 12 of 15, 200 and something yards. I think 4 or 5 touchdowns last week. The dude's playing at a really, really high rate. Good, like everything I said. We talked a little off air about it. Just the game manager thing.
Yeah.
But he has that playmaker ability too, where it's 3rd and 15. you can't count it out. Like, he is hell-bent and determined he is going to get to your first down.
Well, then that if you're on their side of the 52 as well, you know what I mean? He'll get you at least half or more with his feet. So that's also what will kill you too as well. So that's what fires me up about him is using his feet.
Yeah, and it's when you're in a third and long situation, get half of it.
That's it.
Give us something.
Yeah.
Get us closer to where it now becomes a decision. We don't have to punt. And I think he's very, very exceptional at doing that.
Listen.
So I didn't have it written down. I don't have your exact stats, but I do remember seeing the stat come across my
12 of 15, 188 passing yards, 5 touchdowns.
Dog. Let's go, baby.
I mean, hard to argue.
Hard to argue that, man.
But I didn't screenshot anybody. I apologize. I probably could have done a little bit better on that end.
Hey, there we go. Now we go to the game of the week recap, and this is Owensboro at Madisonville North Hopkins. Listen, I'll eat a shoe when I have to, right? And I just did last Friday, live in person, and it was absolutely amazing watching these young men. Just the Red Devils are different, man. You know, when you see a team live, it's totally different on film. But I tell you what, they bottled up Hightower. Hightower had less than 50 yards rushing. The only big play that he had was a screenplay, and it was like 40, maybe 45-yard gain. But then the knucklehead stepped out of bounds. He had Green all the way down the sideline, but he stepped out. Now, I'm going to give you the Dukes, all right? The Dukes, not just the one.
You're breaking the rules now.
Now, I am. Because,
when do we
listen,
not break rules?
Listen.
I mean, I do all the time, but
Ty Ashley, 18 total tackles.
Yeah.
Just the kid was around the ball, right? And that's all we say. Get in the video. Get in the clip, right? That's what we always tell our young men. Get in the clip because they're going to see that. Hey, number 2's in there again. Jeez, how many times he's been in there?
I don't say that shit. I say 11 hats to the ball. Get all your asses in there.
It's true. But listen, there's two young men. There's two young men that played both ways. And this is Eli Hampton and J.W. Mustard. I'm going to tell you what. These kids played their ass off. Those guys, those three guys are the Dukes because listen to the stat that this defense had. 23 tackles for loss. 12 sacks against this Madisonville team was scoring points.
There's some teams don't get 12 sacks in half the season if they're lucky.
Some not even a full season.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm telling you, the dog button would have went crazy being there. But listen, now I'm going to bring up that name that everybody's like, you don't know the name? You knew the name last year because we talked about him a lot. And this is Evan Hampton.
Oh, yeah.
We have a list coming out, and this was a determining factor. 6'7".
Why do you keep doing it?
Because it's funny.
We're not 12.
I know, but you got
it's funny to 12-year-olds.
It's funny to me.
But
the disrespect.
Because you're a 12-year-old.
Yeah. But listen, these guys played their ass off, and it was phenomenal. Evan Hampton, 7 carries for like 62 yards, 1 touchdown. He had 2 pass catches for 106 yards, 2 touchdowns. Hey, the kid is on the Mr. Football list. He's pretty high on that list for me right now. If I had a vote, that would be my Mr. Football.
Unfortunately, he's not committed to Kentucky, so he'll probably never get voted.
Never get it.
Because, that's how you win it in this state.
Yes. And now, Brandon, touch on that moment, though, you had there at Fern Creek, though, man. The field opening.
It was definitely different. As much as I want to say that I'm retired, I still have keys to the building. So I probably overstepped my welcome. Just trying to help get everything set up because it's last minute stuff. And I mean, they've been on the road for 8 weeks, so they haven't had a trial run.
Yes.
And it was just Abel and I that kind of got everything set up on Thursday night and into Friday morning. Granted, we had dudes out there painting and doing all kinds of stuff, but as far as getting the sideline set up and making sure chains were out and tables and just all the little nuance. It was just Abel and I that kind of did that on Fridays. So, I just kind of showed up and like I never left. Just started rolling. Like, what do you need? What do you need? Cool. Here we go. Here's where this is. Like, I just kind of bounced everywhere. But as far as like the stadium opening, once again, kind of bullshit. JCPS drops the ball on a lot of things. Everyone knows it. The brand new bleachers, because the problem happened a week and a day before, didn't get like looked at until the day 5 p.m. on Thursday. They were trying to call the games.
Yeah.
Because of the new stadium.
Yeah.
Because they hadn't been inspected because of what happened in the situation, which is unfortunate.
And you would think,
but it shouldn't have taken a week.
Exactly. That should have been happening the day after that incident happened.
Like, it's damn near 20 minutes after you should be trying to get somebody there.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's a terrible situation. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. But it wasn't as great as it could have been on the Fern Creek end, and I get it. It's extra emotional for me because I'm like, here we are. Like, let's give these guys one of the greatest home games that they possibly can have because they haven't had one.
Exactly.
But it was cool to be there, get to see their. What the heck was that? Oh, that's from your mic. That came off. That came off your mic stand. I was like,
but look at us. What are we doing today?
But it was cool to see them get their win, opening up the field. Some teams haven't been able to say that. So, for what it's worth, they're 1-0 in the new stadium.
Let's go, baby. I love it. I love it. Now, Chop, you had 10 days off, man. What did you do?
Whole lot of nothing. If you want the honest answer. Nah, a lot of it was actually trying to get that list together and everything for next week, trying to figure out who I want to put on that list and everything. Because, again, I love making it, but I also hate it each and every single time, Brad, because I feel like I'm leaving off. Because something I want to get across, and I'll try to get it across next week, there are dogs on each and every single team. And that's the hardest part for me is I'm like, man, there are dogs everywhere.
Yes.
Multiple teams have more than just one. There's like half the time the whole team's dogs. And like just trying to pick 11, and I'm not going to lie, my list is stretching the entire state. Just trying to pick 11 across the whole state, I was like, Brad, I hate you for this with all due respect, but hey, got to do it.
Make sure you send me that.
I will, don't worry.
I need to see the list because I haven't even started mine.
There's a little overlap with mine and his already, but
we got a whole other week left.
Hey,
I'm not going to pick nobody yet.
The dog button is going to be on fire with these dogs around the Commonwealth.
Yes.
From the city, to the mountains, to the Mississippi. Hey, it is going to be electric list, so make sure you guys pay attention. Hey, but listen, before we go to I got to hit you with it because it's time. It's almost time, baby. Hey, let's go. We got, come on. Give me some juice.
How do we cut the volume down?
Let's go, baby. Hey, we're here. It's almost time. Playoff time is here. Woo! Yes, I've been annoying these guys this whole entire time, and it's not going to stop, baby. Playoff time's almost here. Hey, it's going to be fun. Playoffs is going to be exciting, man. Let's go.
Hey, you know what? As tiring as that song is, if you get to hear it, you got to be happy because that means you're at the state championship.
Woo! Let's go.
I don't have to hear shit.
Woo! Let's go. Hey, before we get into this pick six, hey, get out and support your local high school football program.
So dumb.
Week 15. Hey, we're trying to get to the week 15. You want to hear that jam, baby? Let's go. You got to pump it up. Do I hit it again?
Please no. I don't have headphones and I'm asking for it. Please no.
I do have headphones and I'm definitely saying no.
Hey, let's go, Chop. Let's go.
All right, here we go. So let's start this pick six off with our very first game. The W.E.B. Du Bois Lions. Man, I love them so much. But they've got a tough one this week as they head on down to Hopkinsville to take on those Tigers. Whoo, I tell you what. Durant ain't afraid of a challenge before the postseason. That much is for sure.
No, there's going to be athletes all over the field.
Yes.
From both sides. There's going to be dog on the field.
That's a long way from home.
That's a long trip. I just made it last week, baby. So it's long.
We've made that trip a time or two. That is a lengthy one. Especially, I mean, you're playing out of your weight class.
Yeah.
You're playing against a 6A program. Like, that is a tough uphill battle regardless.
No, I was going to say, I love Du Bois, and I love the fact that he's trying to challenge these guys, especially right before the postseason, because, everyone's got different philosophies when it comes to the Week 11 game. Some, hey, that's what we'll schedule the bye week, get ready for the playoffs. Others, I'm not trying to say it, but it's like, let's try to find somebody a little bit easier for senior night and stuff, get the seniors off with the win. And then others are like, screw that. Give me the hardest matchup I can because I got to get my guys ready for, hey, if we can beat this guy, we can beat anybody in the playoffs. And Durant's definitely decided he's taking that approach with this, going all the way down. Like you said, punching out of his weight class. Look, I love the Lions. I really do. But I think you're reaching, this is a little bit too much. I think they've just got numbers is their big thing.
I agree. But also, this is the fascinating story just in its own by these two teams playing. You know what I mean? WEB Du Bois starting. You know what I mean? Second, third year with a varsity program.
Yep.
And then you got one on the outs doing the consolidation. So there's the story behind the story.
Like 105 years getting ready to consolidate.
You've got one that's building its culture and tradition, and another one that's kind of having to put it to the past and create its own new culture and tradition from something they've had for 100+ years. Like, it is kind of a unique. Seeing the programs, you see a 6A, 2A, it's interesting to just see the differences and yet similarities between the two. It's very intriguing.
You also get a lion versus a tiger.
Battle of the big cats.
You know what I mean? So it's it just gives you goosebumps.
Yes. Because
this is high school football and it's storied. You know what I mean? You got one story beginning, one story ending. It's just poetic, dude.
Well, the story's only kind of ending, but it's still getting written in a different book.
Exactly.
It's taking a right turn instead of going straight down the narrow.
It's not going to be completely done. They're still going to honor some of their Hoptown stuff.
Yeah. So let's really get down to this game and actually pick this game right now and give us your take, B.
I think that's what we all just kind of did, wasn't it?
No, I want you to say, okay, you off camera, you talked about two guys. You know what I mean? Or you talked about Aiden Jesse.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You talked about the Bradley kid.
Yes.
Then you got the Dickerson kid over in WEB Du Bois.
Yep.
I don't know. Like, this, I told you off camera, I've actually done more research for this week than I have any other week.
Hey, you acted like you were an active coach and preparing, watching film a little bit, right?
And I did research on 1, 2, 3 of these 7 games that we're about to pick. This just wasn't one, like, all the respect in the world for Du Bois. This is their last regular season game. This is their guaranteed last home game. This is their last for sure home game because I don't know if they're hosting or not.
Right.
I just think they're not trying to go out like scrubs, and it's a 6A program versus a 2A program. Du Bois is different. They're playing well. Do you want me to just go ahead and say it?
Go ahead.
Tigers, baby.
Right.
Tigers versus Lions. Give me the Tigers. Most versatile cat in the kingdom.
This man must have been a tiger in a past life. That's all I got to say.
I've done my research. I had to give a few speeches sometimes about what being a tiger is.
Oh, man. I'm going to go along the same boat. I hate doing it because, honestly, it's going to sound crazy. I think Du Bois is one of my favorite programs in all of the Commonwealth. I just love seeing their growth. That's the thing about me with Du Bois is the growth is so fast. It's like I was telling somebody, I'm like, it's a gym. It's got a little bit of dirt on it because it's just now coming out of the dirt.
Yes.
But it is slowly starting to shine, and, man, it's shining faster and faster and faster each and every single week. I think they keep it competitive for 2 quarters. I think they go in that because against Danville, remember, that game was tight in halftime. It was just the third and the fourth quarter was just too much at that point. I think the same thing applies here. I think it's close, quarter, 2 quarters, halftime. But when you got the numbers of a 6A program like Hopville versus, I love an underdog story. Trust me, I'm an underdog guy. I was a $150 playing linebacker. That's about as underdog as you can get. But I just think on the tail end, especially talking about the history, both sides have dogs and guys across the whole entire field. There's no doubt about that. But I'm just going to slightly lean Hopkinsville with all the history, the emotion, and just, the numbers they'll have. But I think the boys keeps it a good game for the first half, without a doubt.
And I will totally agree with your take, and I will take Hopkinsville too as well. Hey, Coach Lowe down there, Coach Lopez, a hell of a job this year.
Yes.
And hey, keep it going. Just keep it going, man.
It's shout out the boy. It's gonna we're at the part where it's emotional.
Yeah.
And it means something.
Exactly.
Like it means something to him. When it means something to the head man, especially on the level that this is,
right?
Everyone can feel that.
Yep.
And it sucks for Hopkinsville. The Tiger legacy, the 100 and whatever years is 105. It sucks, but I just think that the emotion is starting to really trickle in. Coach Lowe, keep your head, baby.
Let's go.
All righty, to this second game. Why do we? I swear y'all do this on purpose. I love them. I love them. All right.
What had happened?
Well, actually, we get to introduce a team we've never done on the podcast before, too. So this is kind of fun.
Yes.
The Franklin Simpson Wildcats. We've never talked about them before. But it's because they're now going to at the Glasgow Scotties, who I think if I ever go down to Glasgow, I'm probably going to get shanked because they threatened. I'm just kidding. You haven't threatened death upon me.
They throw something at you. I don't know that they
stab
you.
Probably not. I don't know.
Maybe.
They'll bite me. Who knows?
Maybe. I don't know. Hashtag the Scotties are for real, Coach.
Hey, that defense. That's the thing.
Number 2 in the state right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that defense is no joke, and they shut my mouth up when it came to Hart County when we had to pick that game.
Right. So this is now okay. They played 5A. They played. I don't know if they played the 6A team at all, but I know they played Barron. Right.
Yep.
So that was a test. But if they really haven't been tested as of late, I think this is a great final test for them going in to the playoffs. Will they finish 10-0? Will they finish 9-1? That's the question. And what are you thinking, B? Let's just go.
Either way, phenomenal season.
Phenomenal
from the guys.
Yeah.
So this is one of the games I did some research on. You've got 41 points a game out of Glasgow, 38 out of Franklin Simpson. We're at Glasgow. They're 9-0. They're trying to cap this thing off. You want the pick?
Listen. You're playing up in your weight. You know what I mean?
Yep, we are going up.
Historically, yeah.
We're going up a little bit. Yep. Okay.
And historically speaking, Franklin Simpson's a very good program.
Exactly.
So they've had some really good teams over the years.
Well, and they're 6-3 right now. They're 16th in RPI and 4A.
And I was going to say, let's take a look at their losses real quick. Whites Creek out of Tennessee. Usually, Tennessee's got some good ball players. I'm sure you would attest to that. And then, all right, who's the other 2 losses? Oh, only Paducah Tillman. That's a great 4A program right now. And, Logan County, who also is another great 4A program, who I think their only loss on the year, Paducah Tillman.
Yes, sir.
So these Wildcats are no little baby kitten. Like, they actually got a bite to them. I mean, their only losses are to those 2 programs. So it's not like you can look at them lightly right now.
Yes, and really looking at this, you know what I mean? I'm gonna pull the trigger, Coach. I'm gonna go Franklin Simpson. Hey, this is a learning lesson to carry them Scotties into the playoffs, baby.
You're saying a loss is a good thing.
I am. Hey, it's good to be humbled sometimes because you would be riding high on that horse. Let's go.
You're just trying to catch up in the standings. That's all that is.
Whoa.
If y'all can't see the paw print, that's from Coach Arnett himself. Go Scotties. Close.
I do say that.
Very close.
Yeah, this is no. We've already talked about Gum plenty of times on this podcast, and that kid is going to be
Dog. Dog. Dog.
That kid is going to be the story of this game.
All right, I guess it's my turn now. So, I mean, what a shocker. Franklin Simpson right now has 2,900 yards rushing. What a shocker. A Franklin Simpson team that runs the ball. Who would have ever have guessed that? We all know my saying, too. I always love a good running team.
Yes, sir.
I'm going Scotties.
Whoa!
I thought you were putting me on the island. I was about to get it.
Damn.
They have bitten me in my rear end one too many times. And I tell you what, the big reason I decided to go Glasgow, and now if they lose, I might actually be ran out of Glasgow. The reason I picked them was how I saw their defense play up against that great Hard County rushing attack. Franklin Simpson, they've got dogs. I mean, Xavier Hampton, he's got over 900 yards rushing this year. And Blake McPherson, I don't know if he's played everything, but he's also got about 100 yards a game. So they've got dogs that can run the ball, or I guess cats that can run the ball. But, hey, Glasgow, every time I've picked against them, they prove me wrong. Let me pick with them this time. It should be close, but
The only reason why I went Franklin Simpson is because of the losses. I think you learn a lot about yourself in a loss. You know what I mean?
I don't disagree.
No. You can definitely learn a lot about a loss.
And obviously we're going to get the guys out west. You don't know nothing about Paducah, but I hold that loss up here. I don't care.
I put the Logan County loss up there too.
Exactly.
I think Logan County, I'd have to double check. It's only lost one game, and that was to Paducah Tillman.
Yes.
The heavyweights out there swing.
For me, it's the points, and why I'm going Glasgow. The points per game.
Yeah.
Versus what they allow.
Yeah.
Great take. Great take.
Sure, Franklin has probably played a little bit tougher of a schedule.
Yes.
No doubt about that. But when you're only averaging giving up 5 points a game,
I feel you.
it's just I don't know.
And like I said,
They're my boys.
well, I was going to say, in that Hard County game, I said, if you can stop the rush, you'll win that game. They sure as heck stopped that rush. So,
Yes, they
you know,
That wasn't even much of a game.
so I'm thinking it's going to be a tight one, but I think they can do the same. And if they do lose, I'm probably not going to be allowed in Glasgow or Barron County for the rest of my God-given life. But we'll worry about that down the road. But there you go. Scotty's on this one.
We'll sneak you in.
All right. All righty. Well, we go from that. Now, this is going to be an intriguing fight in the mountains come Friday night. See how they got a little rhyme there. Yeah. We've got the Pulaski County Maroons traveling on in to the Bell County Bobcats. This is intriguing in all the good ways to me.
Yes, but then here we go again. A 3A versus 5A. The numbers matter. You know, the coaching is here. You know what I mean? Dude.
When the name Dudley Hilton is mentioned, everybody's ears perk up.
Exactly.
Say it a lot. That's a different program.
It's a different program, man.
That ain't your pappy's Bell County down there. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. Listen, I think we picked Pulaski probably 2 or 3 times on this pot, or 2 times. Yes. And I went against them both times. I'm pretty sure. You know what I mean? Because I just don't know. That North Hardin game that they played, they struggled.
Oh, no, you're talking about Hardin. Yeah,
North Hardin. They struggled against that team, and they were at North Hardin.
Yes.
So I'm going to take the same thing.
Ooh.
Go into Bell County and try to beat them guys is different. I'm going Bell County, and I'm saying tight in this cat.
I say I'm trying to pull up the stats because what a surprise. Bell County has a stud running back.
Oh, you're going to steal all my stats there. I did homework, Chop. I did homework.
Well, you know what? You go ahead.
I got it written down right here.
He said throw it down. Throw it away.
Then you go ahead and take the lead because you already know who I'm – because, I mean, hey, you talk about a dog. I mean, I'm going to call him a bobcat because I don't think they want to be called dogs, but he certainly is one.
Caleb Miller, 1,351 yards on the season, 22 touchdowns. I looked at his carries, too. He's averaging 13.2 yards per carry.
Whoa.
13.2.
Woo.
Give me Bell County. I respect Pulaski. I really do. It's at Bell. I think running the ball this time of the year matters. We've talked about it. we've got nothing but rain going on across the bluegrass.
Yeah.
Teams that run the ball are going to have pretty decent success this week, in my opinion.
I totally agree. I totally agree with that. And also, you know what I mean? You see that 1,300 number, it perks your ears.
Oh, it does.
It perks your ears because, and then the per attempt, that's scary good, man.
22 tutties on the year. I mean, that you're almost, over 2 a game.
Over, yeah.
When you can hand the ball off and you're getting a first down each and every single time, it kind of speaks volume. But, Pulaski County's no joke. And, in fact, I kind of like their stuff because right now they're rushing. They have 1,600 rushing yards, 1,400 passing yards. A little bit of a dual, run-pass game kind of complement each other. And that's honestly, it's a very good and critical thing. In fact, I give a lot of that to Brady Hull, who's an offensive lineman for the Maroons.
Yes.
Really helping out a lot with getting that. Yep. So I think it's going to be an intriguing game. I do think it's going to be a good game. I went with the Maroons last time, and they did me well. I think it's a close one, especially playing at Bell. But give me Pulaski County on this one.
Whoa.
The more and more I look into them and I see some of their stars, because like right now they're the biggest rusher they have. Do forgive me, Kason Brock. He's got 974 rushing yards on the season, 11 touchdowns. He's averaging right now 108 yards a game. So he's their bell cow. They've got 3 receivers that have 2 or more touchdowns. What are y'all laughing at?
He hit the dent on you.
Because you hit bell cow.
It was a good one.
I finally give him. This is all the 6-7 jokes that.
Yeah.
Was.
He got it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, but bell cow running back. That's where I was going with. Try to trick myself into that. Needless to say, I'm going Pulaski County. I think it's going to be a great game, a close one, but I think this is a very special Pulaski County team, and I think we're going to be talking about them when it comes late into the playoffs.
Oh, Chop. Hey, he's showing his hand a little bit there. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Playoffs should be fun, and this one I'm intrigued to get your all's take on because we have the Bowling Green Purples heading on up to the capital of Kentucky for the Franklin County Flyers.
Put me back into coaching.
Hey, another 4-5A matchup. Hey, a big boy matchup. Bowling Green 5A is kind of down a little bit. Hey, the roller coaster's here. They've been here.
It's not as top heavy.
It's not, but it's down. It's down here. Hey, but it's still Bowling Green, and they're getting healthy. They're getting cats back. That's what really matters.
I was gonna say
I haven't backed off of it. Bowling Green was my 5A pick to win it.
Yes, they were.
And I haven't backed down just yet.
Not yet. But there's one team that you're cooking with.
I just say, I think the big thing for me, for Bowling Green, Barber has made his return.
Yes, sir.
And it's been felt in the games when he's back. And he is, I know he's only played 3 games so far per KHSAA, 11 receptions, 158 yards, 1 touchdown. He's averaging 52 yards a game. To give you an idea, he's only played 3 games, but he's averaging more yards a game than any other receiver right now for those Purples. Like that, you talk about a dog.
That's
dog. He is one. I mean, I don't know what noise a purple makes, but it is what it is. Like he is no joke. On the flip side, though, Eddie James and them Flyers are also no joke at all. Mm-hmm. I have seen them play many a times, and when you look at the tail end of their schedule here, for their last 2 games against Grant County and Western Hills, their opponents, putting up 63-0 and then going 77-0 after our running clock is at 35, mind you.
That was a statement.
Yes. But Franklin County does it again this week. They make a statement going into the playoffs, finishing 10-0. Listen, I'm going to call it right now. That defense is number 3 in 4A, but number 16 statewide.
Yeah.
Jacob Olds leading this team. Yes.
Dog.
Hit the
Thank
dog
you.
button. Listen, this team, Coach James has these dudes ready to roll in here. And I'm going to say this. Big.
Oh.
Against Bowling Green.
Interessante.
The only counter I have to that is Bowling Green versus Cal.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, Cal is a monster.
True that.
And
True that.
Bowling Green came up here
Yes, sir.
and kept it very tight.
Very tight.
27-24 was the final.
I mean, that to me, I take away the big. I don't think it's big. I think this is a good game, a very good game.
You think it's a good game?
I think a field goal, touchdown, tops. Touchdown, tops.
Coach James, send a message to 4A that the Flyers are real. That's what I'm saying.
We'll see. You went ahead and jumped the gun.
Hey, big.
Uh-oh.
I am picking Franklin County.
Whoa! Let's go, Cat. Let's go.
But I think it's a touchdown game
Okay. All right.
or less.
What do you all think needs to be the score you get to win this game? Do you think a shootout favors Franklin County or Bowling Green in this case?
No, it's Franklin County.
28,
You think 28 is where you would have to go to?
probably.
Okay. Because I've been looking at, the closest game Bowling Green's had in their district so far was against Greenwood, the old Gators out there. And that game was 17-14. I believe that's when Barber made his return. They keep it close. But I tell you what, I've seen those Flyers. They're so different out there. My team gave them a run for their money, and that offense, I think, is sneaky good. I don't think people give that offense.
Yeah.
Knox Barrett, I don't think he gets enough credit for
No.
what he does there.
He doesn't.
And he's only a sophomore, though, so we'll be hearing that name for a while.
Yep.
Sure will.
And I think I'm in the same boat as you, Brandon. It's a close one, but I'm going to go Franklin County on this one. And it's like you said, the statement game. And I hope. I don't know how it would work out. I'd love to see a Paducah, Tillman, Franklin County rematch. I know it wouldn't be in the state, but I'd love to see it in the playoffs.
See, I'm thinking like a 28-21, 28-24, somewhere along those lines.
Well, and I say big. My big is 14 points.
See,
so mine's 28-14 is my number.
I want to put Franklin in the same conversation with Christian Academy.
Okay.
So I think
Okay.
I think Bowling Green is going to be a very comparable score to that.
Wow.
That's why I said 28.
Great take.
I think that's I agree with you because I think Franklin County kind of warrants that. I'd love to see a Franklin County Cal game. Can we put that on the schedule for next year?
I'll be there. We'll be there.
All righty. Well, we got that big match that's going on in Franklin County. Now let's just pop on over to Lafayette County real quick because we've got a team that everyone knows. You don't have to say much. It's the Bull County Rebels traveling on out to the farm for the Frederick Douglass Broncos.
Back to coaching, please.
Hey,
I'm coming out of retirement. Somebody hire me.
listen, Boyle 8-1. We all know about Boyle. They're number 2 in RPI and 4A. Frederick Douglass 6-3. Hey, 6 games in a row. Hey, they're checking it. Also, 8 districts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 districts in a row.
8 district championships in a row. Hey, number 3 in RPI in 6A.
It feels like, because I have the schedule up, because I'm glad you talked about the 6 wins in a row.
Yes.
That loss to Manual feels like it was the wake-up call that Frederick Douglass needed.
Love it.
I mean, they rattled off 6, and and it's not like it was like, 6 easy teams. We got Tate's Creek, Corbin, Bale, Madison Central, Bryan Station, George Rogers Clark. Now they've got Boyle. You win this one, you can really tell everybody, all right, the first 3 games, we were just figuring out who we are. Now we have arrived, kind of a deal.
They were playing a young quarterback who has definitely come in his own. Like, there's no ways around that.
Right.
Because their first 3 games, Manual, Trinity, who was the first game?
Highlands, Trinity, DuPont, Manual.
Which was a 1-point game with Highlands. Common opponent, also a 1-point game against Boyle with Highlands.
Yeah.
It was 21-20 in both games.
Right.
So when we say a coin flip, my God, this is a coin flip game in my opinion.
It is.
Like, you're talking about 2 really, really good defenses. Another game I actually pulled up some stats for. You're talking about 10 points a game versus 13 points a game.
Yeah. It's...
Yeah. You got Talbert. You got Talbert, the running back.
I was going to say, I'm glad you mentioned him because
He's really coming into his own.
exactly that Mel game, he had 2 touchdowns. I think it was like 190 some yards.
Yeah.
But like ever since that game, he's been doing it throughout the whole season. But like that was the game where it's like, I am here. You take recognition of me. But gosh dang it, that B for Boyle, we talk about, we've talked about, oh, it's the very good class versus the lower class. That should mean something different. When that B gets put into the situation or that script rebel, you can throw the classification out.
Yeah, you really can.
So that B, it scares folks. There's no doubt about it.
Right.
When some teams show up, they say, "Oh man, 12 state champions, like, that's Boyle County over there. They got Seneca, they got all these dudes over there."
Right.
Some teams are going to be afraid of that.
Yeah.
Frederick Douglass, they ain't going to be afraid of it. I don't think the fact that they are Boyle County matters to Frederick Douglass. They've played Trinity. They've played
the big boys.
They've played some big names too.
Right.
So I don't think they're going to come into this game nervous just because it's Boyle County. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I agree with that take, but that defense is playing really, really well for the Broncos. They're at home, and that's their comfy spot right there. You know what I mean?
They love the farm.
Hey, they love the farm. And at Halloween, spooky things can happen. You don't know. But listen, let me just give you my take already because you already know I'm rolling with the boys. And, hey, and if I could stay on the farm, I would because I'm going Broncos, and this one is tight ball game.
Go ahead, Dakota. I still haven't made my pick.
It's all good. So these teams have played 4 times since 2021. They've kind of started to make it a thing where they play the last regular season game against each other, which I kind of like it.
I love it.
You're making a nice little rivalry with 2 great programs to get you ready for the playoffs.
Exactly.
Not many other teams can get you ready for the playoffs like these 2 can.
Shoo.
Oh, okay. So Frederick Douglass has only won this once, though. The other 3 times have gone to Boyle. It hasn't been since 2022 that Frederick Douglass has won this game. I tell you what, I'm going Rebels.
Whoa, you went Rebels. I'm telling you, this defense is different.
It is.
This defense is different
And
for FD. I'm just telling you.
It is. And, the last time Boyle County lost, it was in Lexington, mind you, by the way. So, it's a hard one. But, one, being a 4A guy, it's very hard to kind of pick against 4A. And 2, it's one of those things, like, I hate saying it, but there's truth behind it because of who they are and what they've made. Until someone does it, you kind of want to rock with Boyle County because it's like, till you beat them, I can't say, oh, yeah, you got it. Now, granted, Frederick Douglass has done that, and I know McP is basically going to crucify me and say I need to do more homework again. I still remember the last time, but,
Coach, he didn't do it this week.
We'll see, because I think it's a tight one. I think it's a great game.
This is the toughest game on our slate. This is going to be the closest.
I agree. I can't. It's one of those things. I wish I could go out there because I think it's going to be a great game.
Right.
Boyle County. It's hard for me to pick against that old Rebel out there. So I'm going to go Boyle County in a tight one, though.
2 legendary coaches.
Yep.
That are both coming into their own and establishing who they are, and they are the top of the tier of the younger generation of head coaches.
Got you. Yeah.
I've got so much respect for both of these guys, both the programs they run. But weather may play a factor in this one.
Oh.
Give me Frederick Douglass.
Oh.
On an island I go.
I just made my pick. Literally, I haven't even circled it. Here it goes.
No,
I love them both.
But what was your final, like, okay, this is it?
Boyle throws the ball really well.
Yeah.
But we are currently dealing with Hurricane Melissa or whatever, and we're getting all the ramifications this week. Wet ball, weird things happen. I've seen Frederick Douglass's defense in person. I've seen them throw Trinity off of their routes for a half of football.
Yes.
I've seen Talbert, I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. I've seen what he has done in the past 6 weeks or so since they've kind of gone on this run.
Yep.
I just think that running the ball is going to matter this week.
And you know what? Let's go back to that Manual game. That was the fluky game, and they played very well against them. And they actually, I would have.
Was that the rain-out game, too?
Yes, that was the rain-out where they had to come back the next day.
14-14.
Yes.
And they called it
Yeah.
in the third quarter.
Yes.
And then they came back.
Yeah.
And Manual's no joke.
No.
Like, Manual is a top 5, like, without argument,
Yeah, they're
6A program.
they are
Second in RPI.
yes, number 2.
Like, and take away RPI. I'm just saying, based
Oh,
on
yeah,
my
yeah,
eye
yeah.
test and what I've seen,
Oh, for real? Yeah.
Manual's up there. It's
Yeah.
TX Manual's right in the fold with them.
Nope.
I don't know, man. They haven't bit me in the butt recently,
Right.
and I've kind of rode with them, and I just think the momentum they have is going either way. I expect both of these teams to at least make a third round, a good, decent run at this thing.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Uh,
I agree.
I'm going to get a message from Nathan McPeak on X again. I already know where this is going.
Good for you, buddy.
Brad,
Keep picking against them.
What's up, man?
But now we go to the oldest rivalry in the state of Kentucky.
It's the old rivalry.
Of course, it's beautiful when the nickname basically explains it for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the Male Bulldogs at the DuPont Manual Crimsons.
Hey, now, Chop, go ahead and entertain us a little bit.
So, history for the past couple years has not been favorable for the Crimsons. Last year was the first time they had won it in a while.
10 years.
This Manual team feels really different. It feels like they've kept the momentum going from last year. Yes, they're not undefeated like they were last year, but it feels like they're carrying that same bravado about themselves. Let's face it, for male standards, this team is not up to their usual standard of how they want to run their program.
Right.
It's interesting seeing it because I think this is going to be a game where a lot of people are going to be flip-flopping because, you know, some people are like, male is male. Some others are like, well, Manual's becoming, I don't want to say becoming the new male, but, you know, it's like they have the momentum. They've got this energy about them that's different. There's a lot about this game. And male, no matter what happens in this game, neither team's going to back off. If the other team's up by 14, don't count the other team out. I mean, male last week came back down 14 and ended up beating Bullet East on like a last-second deep pass touchdown. Mayo, though, I mean, we just talked about it. They beat Freddie D. They've beat a lot of good teams. Atherton, they were in a gunfight with them for the whole entire time.
Right.
There are stars on both sides. I mean, Jerry on Trainer, of course.
Caden Mack.
Caden Mack for Manual. Savion Vaughn, I believe is how you say his name, for Male. So, what a surprise. Both teams have stars. Who would have guessed that, right?
Yeah.
It is going to be intriguing, and let's face it, rivalry games are unique anyway.
And that's the whole point of the damn game. It's the rivalry game. And you don't know. It's a coin flip game. But not this year. You know what I mean? One team 6-3 male. One 7-2. Who did DuPont lose? South Warren.
South Warren, great
number
6A
one.
team.
Yeah.
And then St. X,
Yeah.
17-28. So it wasn't a blowout either.
Right. But, you know, they're sitting there at RPI number 2.
Yeah.
DuPont Manual is. And that's very impressive because they weren't afraid to play anybody this season. And that's what makes them impressive. Now we talk about male, and male's like, they're not the same male, which they're not. And to anybody that says that we're trying to, you know, gaslight, throw shade, or doing that.
We ain't the only ones.
Yeah.
Everybody can see it.
Yeah, everybody sees it. You know, so with this being said, the rivalry game, yeah, it does matter. But one team, and I said this last week, my exact same thing. DuPont Manual is just a better complete team as of right now.
Well, you said that and you were wrong.
And exactly. But this time,
you said that about the other team. In
this time, I mean it with my head and my heart. Last time, I was just going with my head. Hashtag, what's in the cup, baby?
You were just trying to piss me off is what you were trying to do last week. I didn't have anything written down. To me, when you're talking about this game matters so much. They have a Twitter,
Yes.
hate week for each other.
Yeah.
That's not something you see very often, and everybody gets in on it. Like,
And we love it.
yeah, it's what makes high school football amazing. But how do these male kids feel when they came in and freshman and sophomore year, they won it, everybody's happy, everybody's woo, woo, woo. Then they lose it. Now you're a senior.
Yeah.
Are you about to go 2-2 in the battle for the barrel?
Yeah.
Are you going to go 2-2? Or does it mean that much to you
Right.
that you show out in this one? Funky stuff happens in this.
Listen, I kind of made my pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I said, and just let me do it. I'm going DuPont Manual big in this game. That's my second big.
Yeah.
Hey, and this one is a statement win for Eckloff. I think he really turned this rivalry around, and I think you're going to get that few years of you don't know what you're going to get in this game, and that's why I like it.
Is big the same big you defined it as earlier?
14 points.
14 points is the big.
I don't feel like that's worthy of saying big.
Well, would you in
21 is big.
in a high school game? You can say that's pretty big. I don't care what you say. Okay, if you want me to go 21, I'll go 21 because that's what it's going to be.
I just think we gotta put parameters on big.
Okay, so what do you want me to put big? 21? Okay, 21. They're going to beat them. You're going to get beat, male, by 21 or plus. That's the way it's going to be.
God, it makes me want to pick male so bad, but I can't.
Big.
I've picked against Manual, I don't know, possibly every time
I think so.
this year. I haven't seen Manual in person. I have seen Male in person. I've seen Male dominate a team in person. But then I see what they did against Bullitt East. And
This is where the complete team comes in. I understand that. Last week I said that too as well. But I kind of hit it on the head. They were the better complete team. They just lost. Yeah, whatever.
yeah, I don't
Look at you.
I'm not
Don't
gonna-
do it. Don't make
You're about to
don't
say
make
seven
me
over
do
here.
it.
I'm not going to say that they're
Don't
a
make
better
me do it
team.
because I will.
I'm not going to say they're a better team
6,
when they
7. Let's go.
the better team never loses.
You
No.
did it.
No, because you're juggling what you said last week. Male was the complete team. Now they're not. But I was kind of right.
Well, I was.
You were kind of right.
I was kind of right.
You're just juggling your takes over here. Give me Manual on this one. I did pick with Manual one time. Because remember I said we got a bunch of Tiger brethren over there.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
you
I
did.
remember
Yes,
that
you
one.
did.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, you did.
And I forgot to mention Coach Trey Webb.
There you go.
I forgot to mention him last time.
Shout out the boy.
I went back and rewatched.
I'm gonna make it a quick one. That's very. I'm trying to get it back on the rails, but at this point, it's like
Good
it's
luck.
off. Yeah, it's gone. I'll make it short, sweet, and simple. I think it's gonna be a rivalry game. You can never really say it's one way or the other, but I think it's a little different right now for Manual. I'm going with the Crimsons. I think they got that little taste, and it's like, well, can't keep a ram, hungry and only give it a taste because it's going to want more. And I think they just want this. Not saying Male doesn't want it more, but I think Manual wants it just that much more.
Crimson Crazies going crazy on Friday night. Also, Halloween night. Let's go, Crimson Crazies.
I will say one thing.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen Manual, but I know who Manual is. Normally, special teams are top tier for Manual. Male's kicker is no joke.
Yes.
That-
You got a good point.
That kid has a boot.
Okay.
So I think if they get into a range, I mean that kid can flat out. I mean it's a touchback every time. I can assure you that. And I'd be willing to bet his hitting every bit of a 50-yarder.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Like he is one of the better male kickers I've seen in quite a few years.
There we go. Hey,
So don't be surprised if they get some points that way.
hashtag 3-phase game, baby. That's what it is. It's 3 phases. And this one, you're true. That's right. I didn't even think about special teams, but yeah.
That's Henson's his name.
Yeah,
hats off, baby.
He's got a rocket launcher attached to his right leg.
There we go. Let's go.
All right, and now for our game watch, the one we're all going to pick together this week. This one is so intriguing. Who would have expected both teams to be 8-1 at this part of the season?
Right.
It's the Atherton Ravens flying all the way out to Goshen, Kentucky to take on the North Oldham Mustangs. A high-powered offense and a stout defense. Which one gives and which one breaks? Or which one takes over, which one breaks? Yep, I flipped the words up. It's a late night, y'all. Do forgive me. I've been up at 8 o'clock this morning.
Hey, the boys are going wild on this
I
stuff.
ain't hearing that. I ain't hearing 8 o'clock.
I didn't go to bed till 6
That's
in the
fair.
morning.
Fair.
Oh, my God. Listen, 8-1 Atherton, number 9 in RPI in 5A. Okay, but this is where it's weird. North Oldham, number 13 RPI in 4A. So obviously you're going the 4 and 5A, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. But Brock Roberts is not scared of a 5A or a 6A team because we've seen him do it against Fern Creek not once, but twice.
That wasn't even this year.
Hey, but still, he knows how to beat these high-quality teams.
That was just taking a dig at me for no reason.
It was, but I'm still saying.
Dickhead.
Hey, but I'm still saying, though, they know how to win these games, even if they're punching above the weight. That's what I'm trying to say.
For sure.
Henry Clay, 6A. North Bullitt's a 5A. Oldham County, 6A. I know they lost that game, but, still taking on a 6A school.
Right.
South Oldham, 5A. Seneca, 5A. So,
Right. So they're not scared to schedule up. And this is what makes them special.
I know Atherton has played a 6A because that's their one solo loss.
Against Manual.
If they,
So,
because they played Fern Creek this year.
Yeah, so you've got Central Hardin, 6A, Southern, 6A, Mercer County, 3A, Manual, who was 6A, they lost to, Eastern, 6A, and Fern Creek, 6A. And they played their 5A schedule from there on out.
Okay, so but listen,
I don't know.
this is another take though. Now, obviously, we don't want to disrespect, but the last 5 weeks they kind of been sleepwalking. You know what I mean? Atherton's running on a 5-game shutout.
Yes.
Okay, they're averaging 38 points a game in that span on
In
offense.
5 weeks.
Yeah, so it's 38-0 every time they show up, right? Okay, but then North Oldham, they're running on 6 games. The first district championship in a long time out there in Goshen. So they're riding high right now. Hey, that offense is special. The trenches are unique there. They lost a couple pieces, but they're still chugging along. But the one thing that I'm circling right now that you got that little question mark, they're giving up 16 points a game in that last 6 weeks. To Atherton, 0.
And, I think that's the part that makes this intriguing, too, because we're talking about RPI. This game actually has a big impact for both teams if you think about it.
Huge.
Because I was looking at this.
Yeah.
I think Atherton right now, if I'm not mistaken, they're 9th. Now, Collins doesn't play anybody this week. South Laurel's ahead of them. If they beat North Oldham, they'll probably shoot up maybe ahead of Collins, even though they're on a bye week, and put themselves in the top 5. That can help them get a third-round home game.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
For their RPIs. So, there's some big ramifications for this because North Oldham, even though I know it's a class lower and there's whole mathematical equations and everything that goes into that, because of how highly ranked their RPI is, by beating them, I'm sure that'll help them get a couple more levels here at the end of the year. So this game, I think, has a lot more impact for Atherton than it does for North Oldham in that regard. And I'm sure Nino and them have been like, hey, y'all want a home game come round 3? We got to get this game right now.
We got to get it. Yeah. And obviously, this is messaging, from the head man. You know what I mean? You got 2 phenomenal coaches. You got the mad scientist. You got the builder of the A train. Hey, these guys are good. at what they do, and they're going to have them. And this was another key. I said sleepwalking, obviously. Brock coming off a bye. Is that going to
I forgot about
bump that up? I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. Nino is a motivator. He don't need to motivate these guys to be up for this game. You got Grundy. You got all the guys that we have in the dog watch list. You know, it's just that bunch on the defensive side of the ball is special. That back four, hey, I don't know what's going to happen. This game is really, really intriguing.
So I want to counter your all's RPI comments.
Okay.
With just an observation. 4A is way deeper than 5A.
I agree.
5A is a little slumped this year. There's no clear-cut number one, these are the dudes.
Well, I seen Owensboro and I hey, tip my hat.
Don't get me wrong.
You know,
To the west.
There's some really good teams in there. Don't get me
Right,
wrong.
right.
Yeah.
But 4A is unreal.
Loaded.
Like their first 8 are
Johnson Central, Boyle County, Franklin County, Highlands, Paducah, Tillman, Logan County, Lincoln County, Corbin, Ashland Blazer, Covington Catholic. Yeah. Man, I could go on from there.
Yeah. Loaded.
those teams can beat just as many 6A programs as you want to list off.
You're right. You're right.
So I didn't take into effect the RPI nearly as much in this one,
Really?
just because I think 4A has a bunch of heavy hitters,
Yeah.
whereas 5A is a little down this year on the top end.
And
Your Bowling Green, you know, there's a lot of teams that aren't having the historical success that they normally do.
Right. Yeah, now listen, you've seen both teams live. You've seen North. You've seen Atherton. My main thing.
I haven't seen Atherton live.
Oh,
only
not
saw
li-
them on
well.
film.
Yeah, not. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But you've watched them.
Yes.
I say if they start slow, they're in trouble. Okay, because North, they're going to start fast. And when I mean fast, I don't mean gameplay fast. I'm talking about they're going to smack you in your face and they're going to score 7 on their opening drive. That's what I'm talking about when they play fast. They're going to get the ball down the field. They're going to get it to Lucas Tompkins. All right? Renton Rowe is going to run the rock, and he does it very well. The trenches matter in this game.
I think the fact that you're at North Oldham plays a factor into this because you're on turf.
Ooh. Okay.
I didn't even think about that either, but you got a point. Speed.
The Fern Creek game, it was sloppy on both ends. Like the Atherton field, I think we got heavy rain that week. I'm pretty sure we got like 3 inches of rain that week that Fern Creek and Atherton played, and it was just a sloppy track. Dudes slipping everywhere. So that's not an excuse for either of these teams.
Exactly.
You're on turf.
Okay.
Like-
Okay.
I just something
Yeah.
I've made a mental note of.
My mental note, and we watched this very tightly when we went and seen North. They cannot miss an assignment on defense. If
Yeah.
they miss an assignment, this is where it's gut check time. Atherton has the cats that will strike right then and there.
Yes.
So you got to make sure alignment, assignment is there.
Sound complementary football.
Exactly.
So
Who's doing it?
well,
Who's ripping the Band-Aid off?
well, I was going to ask this question real quick. So in your take, Brad, are you saying the most important part of this, or where this game comes down to, is going to be North Oldham's defense versus Atherton's offense? Is that where you think this is like, that's the deal breaker? That's going to be the one that makes it or breaks it for you?
Yes.
And that's a hard thing to still try to pick.
I don't.
You're
know.
going strength on strength. That defense is pretty good. Atherton's averaging 5 points a game? They're up there with
They're number 1 in state,
yeah.
but I'm going to argue that North Oldham has a better offense than a lot of the teams that they've seen.
And I'm not, but that's why I exactly said. I said this is going to be
The Daniels to Tompkins connection is the number 1 in state.
Yep.
It is.
Tompkins is also, I think, 2nd or 3rd in state right now in picks.
First.
No, he fell behind. I looked at it
Oh,
today.
did it? Oh, that's right.
Somebody
They didn't
has
update
7.
stats. That's right. Everybody else. Yeah, so he's second with like 4 other people.
Yes. I think North Oldham plays very good complementary football. In my opinion, Atherton has got to have the offense humming. They've done well. I saw the Fern Creek game. Fern Creek was in the red zone 5 times and didn't punch it in once.
Right.
But they were in the red zone 5 times. Due to a couple of turnovers, couple things happened. That just makes me nervous because if you have something like that happen against this North Oldham team, they're very good in the red zone.
But that's
they're very good. I'm just
that my point in the beginning.
my big question is Atherton's offense.
And that's my point in the beginning. If
Yeah.
they start slow, if they don't punch it in within that first or second drive, they're in trouble. Because of that defense, hey, they'll start squeezing you. McGraw has those guys playing good ball.
I agree.
Out there for the Mustangs, man.
I agree.
So, but the only reason why I'll make my pick right now.
Go ahead.
I'm going North, but this is tight. This is a 3-phase game. This will come down to possibly a field goal.
A field goal, a turnover.
It's something gonna happen, but I'm going North in a tight one.
Go ahead, Chop.
I don't want to.
Well, I said you had to, so
I know.
I called dibs.
Go now.
Jeez Louise.
It's your turn.
This matchup is so interesting, and I enjoy it. I think this is going to be one of the best games across the Commonwealth. You know, I'm glad it's here and it's a game watch, and we'll all get to go watch. Well, you two will, not me. But, oh my gosh, I don't know who to pick. Honestly, I don't know because I know Nino's going to get those guys ready. And they played good against Manual, too. You know, they were close, and then it eked away from them at the end.
Right.
And like you said, I think if North Oldham comes out hot and you give them a 14-point lead, you are not going to catch up to that 14 points because they are that offense. When it hums like a perfectly tuned V8 motor. Gosh, I don't want to make a pick. Got to. Biscuit eaten. Son of a gun. Oh, it's going to be a tight one. I'm calling it close. I'm going Atherton.
Woo!
I think it's close. I think this is Atherton making their statement. I think it's a close one still, like you said.
I like that. I like that.
I think, like, don't get me wrong, because Lucas Tompkins, wink, wink, stud, star, dog, yes. And I'm saying wink for a reason. They're a great team. It's a coin flip. I'm ahead in the standings a little bit.
Take the chances, baby. Let's go.
I believe in Nino and them.
Now you're putting our nose in it. I get it.
Just a little bit. I believe in Nino and them. So you know what? Let's ride the lightning here, Ravens. I'm going to go with Atherton in this one in a close one.
I love it.
Plus, with it maybe raining, that may benefit a team that doesn't pass to as much. Not saying North Oldham can't do it, but it helps a little.
This is the only game where I think that doesn't factor.
Ooh, okay.
Whoa, really?
I have, as you like to bring up earlier, I have coached against North Oldham the past few seasons.
Hey, come here.
And
Let me get this.
I'm
I'm Jason Myers, man. I'm coming after you. It's Halloween week, baby.
I know Lucas Tompkins very well.
Yeah.
And he finds ways to make plays on both sides of the ball. Don't get me wrong, Atherton has guys that can do that also.
You got Gary on Hobbs. Hey, you got the Baines. You got the boys over there.
There's dudes all over the place, and I'm so excited to see this game.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad you picked Atherton because if we were in a sweep, I was gonna flip this.
Honestly, I picked it because I went Atherton because I didn't know if you all were going to go North Oldham.
You saw me circled, huh?
A little bit. That did help. So when he picked North Oldham, I'm like, you know
Hey,
what?
he showed his cards, baby.
Hey,
Over
this
here
is
screen watching.
Hey, he got X-ray glasses. You're lucky you didn't put your glasses on.
But look, I don't have my pen in my hand. You can attest.
He's got a star right next to Atherton.
This was a big toss-up for me. I think McGraw has that defense doing enough
Right.
to kind of neutralize the game a little bit, to where it's not so big on big and best on best
Yes.
on this side. Like, Atherton has a phenomenal defense. Their offense is playing really good as of late,
Yeah.
but I don't think they've seen a defense like this North Oldham one in quite some time.
I agree.
So I'm going North Oldham in this one.
Let's go.
But I'm very excited to be there.
Yeah.
Should be a phenomenal game.
Phenomenal.
And North Oldham people, I still love y'all. Trust me, I love North Oldham and
That's all
everything
right.
that's
You
going
ain't
on
going.
there.
You ain't going. You wouldn't have to catch the hell. The hell we would.
Don't no, because I'm sure Brock Roberts and Brazel and everybody would still get on my back and everything. I'm sure I'm gonna hear it from them and everything. But no, trust me, I love y'all. Y'all even will see next week. Hint, hint again to watch next week. I love y'all. But I'm gonna take a chance here. Hey, it's Halloween.
Chopper's
Spooky
trying-
things happy.
Chopper's just trying to piss off all the friends of the pod this week.
Phenomenal. Pick 6 for week 11. But listen, we got to get to the juicy part of the podcast, and this is Friday Night Fletch.
All right, you all. It's our favorite time of the week. We introduce our good friend, Mr. Friday Night Fletch. How you doing, Mr. Fletch?
I'm doing great, guys. My appearances on Cleats to Whistles brought to you by ecampus.com. Get your college student textbooks easy, fast, and cheap. Stop overpaying for textbooks. Flexible payment options with price match, ensuring you the lowest rates on the market. This week, our big man on the eCampus is Dean Hester, place kicker from Lexington Christian, who converted all 5 of his PATs and was a perfect 1-for-1 in field goals against Washington County. Hester's 35 for 39 on the year in PATs and 1-for-1 in field goals. He's third on the team in scoring, averaging 4.2 points per game. There's something to be said about a player who's always coming up big time with a big play at key moments. That's Senior Dean Hester, the place kicker at Lexington Christian. I like featuring those kind of guys. There's so many people that don't give them any shine.
Oh, you ain't got to tell me twice. As a guy that was a specialist, I know how hard it is for a specialist to get any love half the time. Trust me, I look for guys like that. I got a list coming out. I got a specialist on it. I made sure to put one. Yeah, especially in the high school ranks, I feel like it's hard for those guys to get any love and shine sometimes. So it's good to hear that you got somebody.
Let me tell you, coaches that don't understand that the third phase is the difference between championships and basketball season.
You're not wrong.
They're never gonna get in that winner's circle. Having a specialist that's knocking down 5 points a game, 5 points a game in late November is huge. That's huge. That's oftentimes the winning margin.
You are not wrong at all. Hey, especially in playoff time, a single point can take you home or let you go on the next round. That's for sure. Well,
hey, District 1 game this year between McCracken and Hoptown, the difference in the game was a 50-yard field goal by Preston Wilson.
Yep.
That was the winning margin, 59-56, on the strength of a 50-yard field goal.
Woo, there you go. Well, actually, you just mentioned it. You're talking about Hoptown. So this is officially going to be Hoptown's last ever regular season game. You're alumni. What are your thoughts on this and, the game they had against Christian County? Like, what is it like for you?
Well, if you've never been to a Hopkinsville-Christian County game, this is a rivalry that's more like the Hatfield and McCoys than any other football rivalry in the KHSAA. At Hoptown and County, we didn't just hate each other 1 week a year. We hated each other every week of the year. And it was a real, there were thousands and thousands of people that showed up for this last game. Hopkinsville's a pretty good ball club. I kind of think the consolidated school messed up in doing away with the Hoptown brand. The Hoptown Tigers is a brand that's been around the KHSA for over 100 years. It's the 12th or 13th winningest team in the history of the state. And, I think they probably should have kept the Tiger brand. The Hoptown Tiger brand. They probably should have called the consolidated school the Hoptown Tigers. That's not a popular sentiment, and I know that I'm an alumni, but if you're looking at it from a perspective of branding, the Hopkinsville brand is just a very valuable brand in high school football. And I hate, and I know y'all do too, I hate that we're losing that.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
Yep.
I mean, you think about all the great Tigers that have played, your Herb Covingtons, your Rusty Nunns, your terrible Tommy Grays to Miguel Merritt and Curtis Pulley and R2 Spinner and Stephen Kelly. And, you think about all the great Tigers that have taken the field. And, these are just names that roll off your tongue. I mean, universally throughout Kentucky, when I tell people that I was from Hopkinsville, the response would be, oh, you're a Hoptown boy. And being a Hoptown boy was meaningful. So, I mean, that's just kind of my thought on that. I'm a little melancholy about the schools, that brand ending and competing in the future as the Christian County Tigers, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but nobody consulted me, and that decision's been made. So Hoptown's got a good ball club, guys. They could last a few rounds in these playoffs. I can't see them making it past the third round, but they're as good as anybody in the first, or they're not as good as South Warren, even though they played South Warren pretty tough. But, I mean, Hoptown is not a bad ball club. They have some good athletes. They know how to utilize athleticism well in that program. And I just wouldn't be surprised. They're going to beat the heck out of W.B. Dubois. I'm sorry, guys.
Whoa.
They're going to put a whooping on Dubois. I hate to be the one to tell you, but that's going to.
Well, Fletch, I'm sure you being there last week meant a lot to you personally, but we ain't here for personal stuff. I need the Friday Night Fletch prime time game of the week.
Well, I'm going to pick one that's a little bit off the beaten path, and I bet you no one would have picked this. But I really think the game of the week is happening on Thursday night, in Oak Grove, Kentucky, at Pryor Stadium. Trigg County and Fort Campbell play each other, and they both have, one of them's, I think, 2-6, the other one's like 4-5. But it's a winner-go-home game. I mean, the winner gets to go to Owensboro and play Catholic High. Yeah, that'll be fun. But the loser hits the layup line. I mean, the loser is hitting the hard court. So I think that's an interesting game. Trigg County's healthy now. They've had a lot of injuries this year. They have a young quarterback named Caden Scott that had a separated shoulder and was out for several games. They were running Wildcat in several of their games this year. But he's back. They've got about everybody back but Peyton Williams. And Trigg County may be one of the better two-win teams in the state. Fort Campbell's got a stud running back in Keyshawn Dixon, a stud athlete in Jacarius Perriman. And they got a quarterback named Tanner Walters that has come on and really made a difference for them since they moved him to quarterback and moved Perriman out, to getting the ball in space. Kind of like Hoptown did when they moved the McCarley kid to quarterback and moved the Bradley kid out where they could find more ways to give him the ball.
No.
But, that game's going to be an interesting game. It's on Fort Campbell. We all remember when Sean Berner was at Fort Campbell. Some of us remember when Marshall Patterson was at Fort Campbell playing Papa Joe Jaggers. When Papa Joe was patrolling the sideline at Trigg County. I imagine you guys are too young to remember that. But, I mean, these are two proud programs that have won championships. Trigg County's won 2. Fort Campbell's won 6. These are proud programs. They're not as good this year, but this game has a tremendous amount of meaning.
All right. I was going to say, there you go. Well, you're talking about tremendous
Y'all
amount.
weren't expecting that, were you?
No, we were
Even
not.
a little.
We're going to be honest. Well, I was going to say, so that's your big game. Which one of our 8 games on our pick 6 are you going to watch closely?
Well, probably Atherton at North Odom. I'm a big A Factory fan. I mean, I've known Anthony White a long time, but I'm going to tell you, that's 2 interesting ball clubs at 8-1. North Odom lost to Odom County earlier in the year. It's their only blemish. They hadn't really played the toughest of schedules, but neither is Atherton, The Ravens are 8-1. They hadn't played the toughest of schedules either. And it's just, one of these two teams is going to stand up and the other one's going to be exposed a little bit. And it'll be interesting to see which one is which. Anthony White's now the winningest coach in Atherton history. He took over from the great Dan Goebel. Dan Goebel took Atherton to glory back before he came to Christian County. But I think that's an interesting game, and I like North Oldham in this game at home to win by 3.
Oh, love it, Fletch.
Tight one. Well,
now Meredith and I are buds. It's the UT thing, and
I was getting ready to bring up the UT thing.
We talked earlier, and he wanted to know why I picked Frederick Douglass over Boyle County, and it's just kind of a hunch. One of them is about the 6th or 7th best team in the state. The other's the 13th best team in the state. Probably on paper, you would think Boyle County would win that game. But the last time Boyle County went to Lexington and played Lexington Power, it didn't work out very well for them. They lost by 10 points to Lexington Catholic. So I'm taking Freddie D in that game, 23-20. I'll be watching that one pretty. But there's so many big games this weekend. You've got Bowling Green at Franklin County. That's a huge game. Trevy Barber's back in Bowling Green. He's that healthy. You have to think that the Purples are a different ball club today than they were early in the year. But then again, Franklin County is one of the traditionally best programs at the 4A level. You've got Pulaski County at Bell County. Holy cow, what a game. Holy cow. Pulaski County's a 5A team. They're 7-2. They got to go play Dudley Hilton in Middlesboro, Kentucky. That is not a good place to have to play duds. I like Bell County in that one by a point. You've got the Scotties are entertaining the Franklin Simpson Wildcats. We all remember when Doug Preston was at Franklin Simpson, and that was the best program in 4A, running that wing T, baby. Glasgow's got the best defense in the state of Kentucky. I mean, if you get the 5 points on them, you've won. I mean, you've done better than what they average. And I like Glasgow in that matchup. So I mean, there's some big games out there. I mean, Mail at Manual. I like DuPont Manual. I think they're a better ball club than Mail. We talked earlier in the week, and somebody said, I think this Mail team is a weak team by Mail standards, which sounds funny to say because they're 6-3 in Kentucky big boy ball. But they're not as good as Mail teams have been. Nope. 6-3 is not good by Mail standards. They've lost their winningest program all time in Kentucky label to the Mayfield Cardinals. I mean, Mayfield is massive, the big mighty Mayfield. So, I mean, there's just a ton of good games. This is an exciting time of the year.
This is the prove it week to me, Fletch.
Do what? I'm sorry.
This is the prove it week to me. We've got.
This is the prove it week.
Especially a bunch of the games we've picked. We've got a lot of teams with really, really good records who are playing teams with really, really good records. So this to me is a prove it week. But hey, as always, we appreciate your time and coming on with us. Everybody loves Friday Night Fletch.
All right, boys, I enjoyed it. And remember to get your textbooks easy, fast, and cheap at ecampus.com.
All right, talk to you next week, buddy.
See you guys.
That was Friday Night Fletch, our favorite segment of the week. Hey, last week of the regular season.
Last week of the regular season.
On quick, boy.
Pick 6, week 11, and it was what do I always say? It was juicy. Let's go.
And to John Hilbert, I apologize. Brad can't count. Last week we went 8.
I was going to say I couldn't count either. I said 8 to Fletch, and it was 7. But the only reason why is because I was ready for someone else to throw another game on me at the last second here.
I'm only doing that if it's a game watch that one of us is going to. I feel like we need to talk about. That's
I get that.
That's the only reason I threw that one out there.
Oh, okay.
Which we were wrong about. You weren't.
I wasn't.
Hey, the West Side was mad at us last week. Hey, but listen, get out, support your local high school football program.
Yeah,
The time.
That's what you did on. That's what you did on your pick 6 last week, buddy. Your pick 8. You went
3 and 5 later.
Hey, they the time and dedication that these young men put into this, man. The coaches are phenomenal. Hey, our resume this year, getting out to the state and really trying to spotlight these. We've been to the mountains. We've been to the Mississippi, and we've been saying this the entire time. We're trying to be a little different. You know, we're trying to send a message. Hey, we want to come out to you guys. And we say this every time we talk to a coach.
Yep.
If you need anything, hit us up. We will be here to support you. So
we just need the open door. That's all we need.
exactly.
Like, and whether that's us picking the Owensboro game and being completely wrong, maybe that gets us into Owensboro.
Yes.
And now we're starting to get some traction there, and hopefully we can get there, interview some players, interview some coaches, and kind of help build that brand along with building our own.
Yes, and that's what it is about, us trying to get out and spotlight. You know what I mean? We love Louisville. This is where we're based out of. We love the high schools here. We love the coaches here. This is our home base. We are here to support Louisville high school coaches. This is what we do. But we want to adventure out, too, because we want to know more about the East and the West. Hey, this is a special time. You know what I mean? You got the NIL situation. You know, you got a lot of things going on in the game of football. But we want to really support the high school game because that's what we love, man.
Most purest form of football there is anymore.
Exactly.
It's just, yeah. You don't have to worry about the NIL at the high school level and everything. You just get guys to go out there to support their hometown each and every single Friday night. There's something pure about that to me, and that's why I love it.
And you don't have AAU football.
No.
Yeah.
Sure, you've got 7-on-7 teams, but ain't nobody getting recruited off of that stuff.
No.
You still got to go out and you got to play the game with pads on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you're getting recruited. So yeah, I think it's just a pure form.
Yes.
We all love.
And listen, we appreciate everyone's hitting that subscribe button, hit that like, and share this content out. Just like Chop says. Hey, he was fired up today because the boys haven't been together in 10 days, man.
It's been a minute.
We've been missing you
It's
guys.
been 14.
Well, 14, yeah.
It's been 2 whole weeks.
Listen, I miss you.
Look, I can count. John Hilbert,
See-
I can count.
See, I'm still wrong. Hey, but like we always say, everyone has a story.
And we're here for them to tell it.
Cleats to Whistle podcast.